I vented, so I'm okay now. Thank you for listening to my to my little rant here. Do we have special requests? No? Coffee? Sorry, hips? Is that what you said? Oh, I thought I heard hips is good. I have a little something planned. We go with that. À la maison, ça va. Let's do this. Okay, so just get comfortable. We'll start with our seated meditation. Comme toujours, moi j'aime m'asseoir sur quelque chose. I like to elevate my hips. It's just more comfortable. Do what feels right for you. On ferme les yeux. And we try to sit tall. Try to figure out the alignment of hips, shoulders, and ears. And then we just focus on breathing in and out through the nose. Observing how every time you inhale, you can feel the body expanding. On veut essayer de maintenir une partie de cet espace qu'on crée, même en expirant. So hold on to that expansion. Minimizing the movement between inhale and exhale. Taking time to connect to your breath. Trying to bring a little more strength to your inhales. Bringing that same strength as you exhale. En amenant plus de force à la respiration. You can hear the sound of the breath. Remember to be kind, to be gentle with yourself. Always bringing it back to the breath. We'll begin this practice with a moment of gratitude. Dedicate all our efforts to someone or something that we're grateful for. Cette intention avec une grande inspiration. We reach the hands up to the sky. Exhaling the hands down, on joint les pouces au cœur et on commence ensemble avec un Om. Let's exhale completely and we inhale for Om. Yeux. down. You can wiggle it around a little bit, loosen up. We're going to go into some seated stretches first. All right. From here, on revient à l'alignement, hanche, épaule, oreille. Take a deep breath in. Relax those shoulders. Again, think of just making space here. Okay, let the heart shine. So I like to imagine it's like two little doors opening up right here. À l'expiration, on va baisser le menton vers la poitrine. Still keeping the shoulders where they are. On your inhale, just do a quarter turn towards the right shoulder. We'll exhale it down the center. Et à l'inspiration, on va vers l'autre épaule. And we exhale it. Let's inhale it back to center. This time, exhale, turn your head to look over to the right. On expire, on remet au centre. And we go to the other side. Inhaling, back to center. Exhale, dropping the ear to the shoulder. On expire, exhale to the other side. Inhale, back to center. Relax the shoulders. Let's reach it up with our inhale. Interlace the fingers en place. Les mains juste ici derrière le cou. Relax. So it's really, you're hooking onto your neck like a monkey hooks onto a branch. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. You can bring your gaze just down, but way ahead of you. And hang here. Breathe. Les muscles sont complètement détendus, so there's no engagement. And now your mind is probably wandering, right? There's no music to keep you occupied, and you're just trying to figure out what it is that you're doing because you're not doing anything. Just breathe. Trust the process. On écoute le son de sa respiration. Bless you. Little percussion or one more breath here. As you inhale, you can bring your gaze back to center. As you exhale, release and just enjoy for a moment the feeling. There's like a little bit of a delay, right? When you take your hands off and then it's like, oh, you feel it floating. I love it. Let's come, no, let's do this first. Let's take a deep breath in. On va ouvrir la colonne un peu. Let's exhale, bring the left hand down. On inspire, enlevant le bout des doigts, relax the shoulder and just lean over. And this here, right? Bless you. Oh my goodness. It's allergy season still. So here, this bottom hand, you can do whatever feels right for you. I know for some, it's more comfortable to keep it closer. I like to go a little bit further, but just make sure, be cautious of that hip. To just turn the heart a little bit more towards the sky. Gardez bien ouvert. À l'inspiration, on revient les deux mains au centre. Et on expire en baissant la main droite au sol. And again, we start over. Inhale, reach it up. And figuring out what feels right. Trying it out, right? C'est de retourner le cœur vers le ciel. One more breath here. With your inhale, commit back to center. And the exhale, hands come to the heart. Now let's go on to all fours. On vient faire la table. Je déplace le bloc. Les poignets directement en dessous des épaules. I was about to say something silly. I almost said des hanches. All right, the knees underneath the hips, though. Just spread those fingers wide apart. Find the end of your exhale just to ensure that you keep your spine nice and long this way. Okay, so we avoid curling up the tailbone too close. Let's inhale right here. On va réchauffer la colonne, on expire, on arrondit le dos. Or you do whatever feels right for you today. Okay, let's try that again. Inhale, pushing it far forward with the chest. Exhale, pressing deep into the ground, pushing the hips forward. Let's do that one more time. On inspire, on creuse le dos. Exhale. To cat. Inhaling it back to center. On expire, let's come to Balasana right here. So you can do whatever feels right for you in your Balasana. Les bras allongés, le front au sol. We can rest the forehead on a block, or you can make fists with your hands to rest the forehead on. Ce qui est important, c'est de garder les épaules détendues. We want to keep the muscles in the face softened as well. And then the rest will happen as long as we keep on breathing. With your inhale, come back to that tabletop. We're going to do a second round of cow and cat. Inhale, let's go into our cow pose. Exhale. On va essayer de créer encore plus d'espace. Are you able to lengthen your spine a little bit more? So let's try it again. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale for cat. Letting that head drop. Let's do it one more time, one more set here. Exhale. Inhale, come back to your neutral spine and exhale it back to child's pose. This time, les bras sont allongés en avant. We're reaching those arms forward, keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. Let's start to engage the arms. So we're spreading the fingers wide apart. On commence à pousser dans les mains, dans les doigts. On active les bras. Inhale, and as you exhale, can we tuck the toes under and come into downward facing dog? This morning, let's pedal those heels down avec la respiration. So you're not running a marathon, right? So every time you exhale, you drop one of the heels down. Inhale, lengthen the legs. Exhale, bring that heel down. On expire. And we switch as we exhale, bring the opposite heel down. Let's stay here for one more breath. On expire. And let's come back to our child's pose, Balasana right here. On peut détendre les bras ici un petit peu, but we keep the arms forward. We just drop the forearms down, the elbows down. Feel the breath, just expanding the lower back. À l'inspiration, on commence à activer les bras encore une fois. And let's exhale it to downward facing dog right here. So here we're going to really set up our downward facing dog. On veut vraiment s'assurer que les 10 doigts poussent fermement dans le sol. We're closing up the space between the thumbs and the index fingers. And then we're thinking of spreading the toes wide apart. Let's go to the other end of this. And you're really trying to engage the entire front part of the foot. Okay, alors, from the mound of the big toe to the mound of the pinky toe. Et ensuite, on veut sentir la force dans les bras qui nous aide à élever les hanches vers le ciel. We try to shoot those hips up to the sky. And as you exhale, just let the heels become heavy. One more breath here. With your next exhale, bring it back to your child's pose. Let's take the blocks and place our elbows on the blocks. We're going to open up the heart. So I said hips, but we're also opening up the heart at the same time. Alors, si on a des blocs, on peut placer les coudes ici. If you want, if you're comfortable, on peut prendre les blocs mauve. Right here. Forgot to mention that we needed blocks. So just rest the elbows on the blocks right here. On dépose le front au sol. Qu'est-ce qu'on fait ici? C'est on donne plus d'espace à la poitrine. You're giving your heart a lot of space right here to shine. So this is one way. You can also keep the elbows on the blocks and just extend the fingertips down on the ground. On peut séparer les mains et allonger les bras en avant. That's another way of doing it. You want to feel the spine continuing to extend as the hips drop down towards the heels. Let's stay here for one more breath. Avec une inspiration, on va relever la tête, and this time we'll come onto our belly. Coming onto your belly, right here, beach pose. Take a load off here. Extend. Again, we let everything settle down. On détend les épaules. And slowly, let's inhale, lifting the head up. And we place our arms in Sphinx pose. So placing the elbows underneath the shoulders. On sépare les doigts, so making sure that your entire forearm is grounded. Okay, it's pressing down. You're going to reach the heart forward and then lift it up, right here. On veut sentir les hanches qui poussent contre le sol. That pelvic bone is as pushing into the ground as well, right? So you're anchored, so there's no compression in the lower back. And this is what we are going to do in all our back bends today. Okay, as we open up our hips, we're going to go into back extensions. I don't like the word back bend. So back extension. Do you feel that, how it's extending your spine? Okay, so bear that in mind right here. As you exhale, bring it down. Relax. On respire. Let's try that again. Inhaling it back to Sphinx pose right here. Here we'll inhale. As you exhale, can you turn to look over your right shoulder? Right here. On inspire, let's come back. And we exhale. Let's look over the opposite shoulder. Essayez de trouver le pied. Let's inhale. Let's try that again. Exhale. See if you can look at your foot. Can you find your foot somewhere back there? It's really far away. Is it there? Let's inhale. We exhale right here. Inhale, come back. And let's bring it back to our child's pose. On inspire, on active les bras. And as you exhale, let's come to our downward facing dog once again. And here we can walk the feet slowly towards the hands. Un petit pas à la fois. Exhaling. Let's inhale, lengthen your spine, hands come to the hips and slowly bring yourself up. Hi, wakey this morning. Alors, on est à l'avant du tapis, les gros orteils ensemble, talons légèrement séparés. Let's take our Tadasana. I'm going to have issues with the mic pack. I apologize for that today. The leggings are not the right ones for a flow class, all right? So I'll adjust right here. On expire, let's reach it up. Exhale and fold forward right here. Inhale, press against the ground, reach the heart forward. On expire, we relax head and shoulders. On expire, reach it back up, all the way back up. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Encore une fois, on expire, reach it. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, on allonge. On expire, we relax. Legs remain engaged though. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hands come to the heart. One more time, reach it up. Exhale. On inspire, on veut vraiment pousser dans le sol so that we can reach the heart forward. We exhale, hold. We inhale, reach it back up. And we exhale, hands come to the heart. Now we can start to warm up, start to work. Inhale, sun salutation. We exhale, folding forward. On inspire, on allonge la colonne. From here, just step back with the right leg. And then the left. High, plank. You have the option of bringing the knees down. As you exhale, come into chaturanga. Inhale, up to cobra, or you can lift those knees up to up dog. On expire, downward facing dog. Enjoy your downward dog. Do what you got to do. Continue to tame the beast that is the downward dog. Il y a des jours qu'on est capable de tout simplement respirer. Il y a d'autres jours qu'on a besoin de bouger dans notre chien tête en bas. We do what we need to do. Each practice, each day brings about different discoveries, different challenges. Let's stay here for one more breath. With your inhale, step forward, right and left, and we exhale, folding forward. On inspire, on revient les mains vers le ciel. And we exhale, hands come to the heart, and we do that again. Let's reach it up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, you come back. You can come straight down, all the way down to chaturanga if you'd like. And then lift it up to up dog or cobra. Relax the shoulders, exhaling to downward facing dog. And we get to do this again. Continue taming your downward dog. Est-ce qu'on est capable de sentir la respiration dans le corps? Are you able to continue listening to your breath? Do you hear anything else coming from within? Pay attention. As you inhale again, come to the front of your mat. On expire. And we reach it back up. Hands come to the heart. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold forward. On expire, we lengthen the spine. We exhale to chaturanga. Lifting the heart. Exhaling it to downward facing dog right here. Breathing. So here in your downward dog, can we try to let the heart start to melt a little bit more between the arms? On continue à penser à allonger la colonne en levant les hanches vers le ciel. You're creating space throughout the body. With your inhale, on revient à l'avant du tapis. We exhale. Inhale, bring it back up. Hands come to the heart. One more time. Inhale. Reach it up. Good. Continue. Exhale. Knew it was going to happen. Inhale, lengthen the spine. This time we're just going to back the right leg up and drop that knee down. You're coming into a lunge. Give me a chance to. So place your hands on your blocks. Okay, on place les mains sur les blocs. We let that hip melt down. Good. So your hands are on your block. Remember, you can flatten out your hands to give you some of that length here, some of that elevation. To let that hip melt down, more space. We breathe. On s'assure de bien séparer les orteils du pied en avant. You're really grounding yourself, rooting yourself. I'm going to get it. Don't you worry. I'm going to be okay. I didn't. Can you hear me at home? Am I muted? I hope not. All right. So from here, too much to think about this morning. Let's go here. Bring that left hand on your knee. On expire, we're going to reach the heart up and we're going to start to twist. So here, play around with this. Yeah, on peut baisser le bloc. You might be able to bring it all the way down. So you're still letting that hip kind of be pulled forward. You're reaching the heart forward, right? You're lengthening, but you're twisting as well right here. There's pressure in both hands. Breathe. Smile. With your inhale, come back. Les deux mains sur les blocs pour l'instant. Right here. Okay, now let's bring the left hand back here. This time, let's inhale. Reaching that right hand up. On détend l'épaule. Reach it up. Let the hip sink down. Might be enough here. If you can, with your exhale, lean over to the side. Hello there, right? And now you've met your psoas. Yeah. Deep inside. Expire. And let's bring the hands on the ground. We can do a vinyasa in between the sides. Okay, so you can bring it back. Come to chaturanga. Lift the heart. Exhale to downward facing dog. Et on va avancer la jambe droite. So you're stepping forward with the right leg and bringing that left knee down. Finding your blocks again and getting acquainted with the left hip this time. Breathe. On s'assure toujours que le genou soit au-dessus du talon. Melina, you can just a little bit. Thank you. Better. Yeah, better. We lengthen. And again, focus on spreading the feet, the toes, grounding yourself. Try to soften the shoulders a little bit more. Try to shine that heart. So open up those gates a little bit wider. Okay, let the heart shine. It's a gloomy day today, so we got to be our own sunshine. On days like this, you got to make your own sunshine. That's what I say. Alors, on peut placer la main droite ici. On inspire, on allonge, so it's like you're really going up and twist. And then play with your block. See where it feels right. And we do this with the breath, right? You're breathing the whole time. Si on sent qu'on commence à retenir le souffle, c'est parce qu'on est allé trop loin. We never want to go so far that we're holding our breath. We want to let it go, let it flow. One more breath. With your inhale, come back to center. On replace les mains sur les blocs. From here, let's bring the right hand again on the knee. On expire, on lève le bras gauche, relax the shoulder. You might just stay here, okay? Or you can go a little bit deeper and lean into this. So when you're leaning into it, the hip continues to come forward. On fait attention that we're not resisting, okay? When we lean to the side, we don't want to push that hip back. We're getting well acquainted with our psoas this morning. I want to wake them up. When they speak, let's come back and we can step it back and do another vinyasa, or you can go straight into your downward facing dog. And we meet in downward facing dog right here. How are you feeling? Like I'm in downward dog, yeah. It feels like downward dog. I like that answer. Stay here for one more breath. It is warm. Your next inhale, come to the front of your mat. You can step or hop. This time we exhale. On expire, let's reach it up. All the way up. And we exhale, hands come to the heart. From here, bring the feet apart. We're moving into PranaFLO. So feet are about hip width apart. On inspire, on allonge le dos. Round your feet as you exhale. Reach for your big toes. On inspire, we're lengthening that spine. Press the toes into the ground, into the fingers. And as you exhale, start to pull on those toes, bending your elbows to the sides. On veut vraiment s'assurer que les pieds sont plats, poussent également contre le sol. So you're really thinking of pressing evenly into the ground with every part of your foot right now, or of both feet, I should say. Make sure that your shoulders are away from the ears and that you're lengthening your neck. On amène le front vers les jambes. We're lifting those hips up to the sky. On inspire, can we lengthen the spine? Bringing your fingertips or your palms underneath your feet. Lengthening your spine again as you inhale. And as you exhale, encore une fois, on adoucit les coudes. And we're still thinking of pressing evenly into the feet. So that means there's going to be a bit more pressure into the hands. On essaie encore une fois d'imaginer qu'on bascule les hanches par-dessus les talons. On veut l'alignement des hanches, des genoux et des talons. As you inhale, lengthen your arms, release the hands. Les mains viennent aux hanches et à l'inspiration, on se relève tranquillement. And we come back to Samastiti right here. Okay, so from here, no, I'm going to have resistance. Inhale the right foot towards the back of the room, coming to warrior one. All good. I always have resistance. Yeah, you're fine. I always get resistance. So you want that right foot to be, that right knee to be bent. I know that in studio it's hard when I can't move normally, in normal times, right? I would be standing at the back facing you. So it's all good. On fait ce qu'on peut, okay? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Stay where you are. You're like, but I don't want to. Don't worry. What's important is that we're trying to bring those hips squared, okay? L'important, c'est vraiment d'amener les hanches l'une à côté de l'autre. We want to be facing that end of the mat. Whatever end we're facing, we want our hips to be facing it, okay? We want to make sure that the knee is above the heel, toujours, toujours. You want to try to open up that stance a little bit longer. Your arms should be up. They could be at heart center. Heart center if the shoulders are acting up right now. So we breathe on inspire. So we're opening up the hips differently this time. Okay, so from here, can we all inhale the arms up? Si les mains ne se touchent pas. Okay, if you can't bring your hands together, you're just going to keep your hands over your shoulders and turn the pinkies towards one another. Ça va nous aider à ouvrir les épaules un peu plus. So from here, we're inhaling, lift the heart as you exhale. Bring that back hand on the leg, turning the front palm towards you. As you exhale, you're leaning back. So again, it's a back bend. Remember your Sphinx pose. Remember how it felt. Remember that you were reaching your heart forward and up. C'est la même chose. Le cœur va vers l'avant et ensuite, il s'élève vers le ciel. On inspire, on ramène les deux mains ensemble. À l'expiration, let's come and clasp the hands at the lower back. Inhale, lift the heart up. As you exhale, lean in, just on the inside of your knee right here, humble warrior. You're letting the hips reach up towards the sky. Let the hands reach up towards the sky. I said hips, right? Let the hips sink down. That's what I meant to say. Ooh, let's inhale, reach it back up to warrior one, and we'll switch sides. So just pivot. or just switch your feet. Okay, so we're pivoting right here. Oh, ça fait longtemps. Oui, welcome back to flow class. So we are adjusting. It's easier to be on two separate skis. Yep, ça donne plus d'espace. So you want your front foot to be on one side of the mat and the back foot on the other side. It gives you more space to bring the hips squared. I know that it's been this big debate on alignment. We've had this debate in actually in our YTT just recently of skis versus snowboard. Potato, what works for you, okay? So right here. So you can reach those hands up. You can have the hands at the heart. Okay. And we're letting the hips sink down. Every time you exhale, right, you have a chance to loosen up the hips. À l'expiration, la main vient sur la jambe arrière. On expire, turn the palm towards you. Exhale. You're just reaching it back. Right here. With your inhale, bring it back. On expire, les mains derrière le dos. Rolling those shoulders forward, lift the heart. And then as you exhale, lean forward right here. So this is humble warrior. I like to think that we're bowing down to everything we have to be grateful for right now. If you look long enough, you'll come up with a pretty decent list. On expire, reach it back up, guerrier 1. If you'd like, since we're facing the front, let's do a vinyasa. Why not? Step it back. Or you could just step it forward now that you're down. Exhale. Et d'ici, on revient à l'avant du tapis, stepping or hopping to the front of your mat. On expire. And we reach it back up. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Again, let's open up this time, toes to the corners. Don't worry, it's not goddess pose. We're doing some sunflowers because we've got so much to be grateful for, okay? So let's inhale. We're re-energizing this morning. On expire, sweep the mat as you bend your knees. Let's inhale, reach it up. Everything that you have to be grateful for, and release everything that is junk. Okay, we're doing 10. On suit la respiration. I think this is 3. I've already lost count. This is 4. This is 5. Okay, we're halfway there. Thank you. 6. 7. 8. Il en reste 2. Le dernier, we exhale. Reach it back up, and hands come to the heart right here. Les mains sur les hanches, on amène les pieds parallèles, moving into Prasarita. All right, so we're going to calm things down so we can focus again. Let's breathe in, take a deep breath in, press into the feet as you exhale. On enracine les hanches également. On pousse sur les hanches, we're reaching the heart up. As you exhale, bring your hands down on the ground. Inhale, we lengthen the spine, and then as you exhale, see if you can walk your fingertips or your hands back. We want the hands to be flat on the ground. On plie les coudes vers l'arrière. So now let's work this, okay? Taking it one breath at a time. So you're breathing in. As you exhale, ground your feet, press into the hands. You're going to allow yourself to come forward just a little bit more. On doit se faire confiance. You need to trust yourself here. All right, so the more you're pressing into the hands, the more you're going to be able to bring your head closer towards your legs. You're going to bring the crown of your head towards the ground. And eventually, like magic, you will be touching the crown of your head to the ground. On inspire, On redresse les bras. Stay here for your exhale. Bring the hands on the hips and inhale yourself all the way up right here. Exhale. Inhale, reach your hands out to the sides. Now let's bring the hands on the hips, elbows together. Pop the heart up. Expire ici. As you exhale, keep the elbows squeezing towards one another as you lean forward. On continue à amener le cœur vers l'avant. So you're reaching that heart forward. And again, you're still trying to bring the crown of your head down on the ground. Okay, so you're lifting that, you're bringing the elbows together and you're reaching the heart forward, mais en même temps, on va essayer de se plier complètement en deux. À l'inspiration, we will slowly come back up, pressing into your feet. Bring yourself up. And we come to the front of the mat, coming to Samasthiti, and we did it. All right, ready to balance? Yes, we are. Hips are open, heart is open. Let's go into dancer's pose. No pressure, okay? Oh my God, ça fait longtemps. Okay, on regarde un point en avant. That's all that matters. Okay, so let's ground the left foot, bend the right knee. Take hold of the outside of your foot right now. I'm going to deconstruct this. It took me 1.5 years to figure out how to make you do this. So we're going to find our spot, find our balance. Now, see if you can come and place your hands over your toes. Right here, we're turning that hand. And then we're just going to twist it open right here. Bring it on the inside. Oh, like that, there's no flicking of that wrist. That's how I figured out how to do it. Okay, so from here, we're stable. Maybe this is enough, okay? Inhale, reach the left hand up, relax, right here. Now I'm asking for a lot, aren't I? Now you're going to lift the heart, find the end of your exhale. Stay here. Je veux qu'on engage les abdominaux. Okay, so before we float the foot up. And stay here. And let's slowly release. We're going to go into it. I know you're all eager to get into it. We're deconstructing it, okay? Slowly but surely, on va y arriver. What time does the class end at? I don't even know. 10:30. Okay, we have time. Let's go to the other side. Ground that right foot. On plie. On prend l'extérieur du pied. We find our stability before we move, okay? Then we see if we can come and just place our hand to cover our toes. And then we slide it in. Okay, and then we inhale right here. Find the end of your exhale. Right there. You're like a music box. And then slowly release. Let's try that. So when I make you find the end of your exhale, there's a reason for it. Okay, because we're engaging so that we don't go here. Okay, because a lot of us, myself included, have a tendency of trying to go too far and then flipping that tailbone up. So just that slight engagement will help you to go this way as opposed to bending too much. You can flip the tailbone up once you've extended this completely. Une fois qu'on a complètement ici allongé, you're going to be able to, it's as if you're doing the motion in the opposite direction. There won't be any compression. Okay, so you have to kind of, it's like the straws, you know, you pull on the straws when they're a little crinkled, you pull them. So you want to pull them in one direction and then pull it in the other direction. My imagination. Let's try the other side. Okay, let's go to the first side again. On expire, reach it up. Relax. And then as you exhale, go for it. So remember, lift the heart, float the foot. So you're still extending. Your gaze is forward. You're breathing. And we slowly release. Hands come to the heart. Okay? So on veut vraiment créer comme de l'espace, freedom in the spine. Okay, try the other side. Go for it. Inhale, reach your arm up. So now inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, see if you can float the foot up a little bit higher. Inhale, float the heart up, float the foot up as you exhale. That's it. And we come back. Right here. Hands come to the heart. On expire. We exhale. Grab your block. I'm going to take a block. We're going to try that again. So this is crystal. Crystal block, on l'écrase pas. Okay, we don't want to compress it. Or it could be a kitten. If you're into kittens, you don't want to crush it. Okay, let's do this. Let's go back. Right here. What is she making us do now? Inhale. On détend les paumes. On élève le cœur. We float the foot up right here. So find your expression of dancer's pose right here. Once you're in it, exhale. Can you come and just pet that little kitten? Right here, pet it. We have to stay engaged and then we float it back up. Come back. Let me try it one more time. Right here. Gentle touch. Float it back and we release. So we want to stay engaged. So now we're working on, yes, that's called candy cane, but it's to remain engaged until the very end. De pas tomber, not to just drop out of the pose. Finding the balance, right, of energy, being able to stretch your energy out till the end of the pose. L'autre côté, on va l'essayer. There's always one side that's more stable, that is less challenging when it comes to balance. Inspire, exhale. Go with your breath. Find your expression of your dancer's pose, and then when you're ready, exhale it. Gently touch. Inhale. So you're staying engaged, right? That foot is still pressing into that back hand. Encore une fois. Don't use me as a point of focus. Ta-da. We slowly release. And we come back to Samasthiti. All right. Take a deep breath in, reach your hands up. On expire, we fold forward. Inhale, on allonge la colonne, and we chaturanga as we exhale. Lifting the heart, and we come to downward facing dog. From here, let's inhale, re-lengthen. Exhale, anchor yourself. À l'inspiration, on amène la main droite sur la hanche gauche. So we're going to go into a twisted downward facing dog. So start here on your hip and then slide it down wherever you can. You're hooking your hand on your leg and you're trying to twist yourself. Okay? Hi. Peekaboo. That's it. Good. Nice spinal twist. So you're still pressing into that hand, reaching the hips up. Inhale, bring that hand back to the front and we exhale. On inspire, on va de l'autre côté. Main gauche sur la hanche droite. And then we slide it down wherever we can. We lengthen. And then as we exhale again, we twist. Playing peekaboo right here. Letting the heels drop down. On continue à pousser dans la main droite. On lève les hanches vers le ciel. Inspire, let's release the hand down and we come to seated. We're going to be so nice and awake now. We're working on finally, it's not really hip and heart, it's more spine. It turns out that it's more the spine that we're feeling it in, right? All right, Navasana. Get stronger right here. Les mains de chaque côté, we got this. On inspire. Exhale, push, find the end of your exhale. Okay, so you find the end. This is what I want to see, not this. Okay, not something that looks like this. I often see this, especially if you're going to use your blocks, be cautious of it. Okay, so the blocks can help, but don't feel like you need to use your blocks. I've actually found more progression since I stopped using my blocks. Just because it forces you to really find the end of your exhale. And that's where you build the strength. On a moins tendance à utiliser les épaules. We have less of a tendency because when we use the blocks, it's more like a tricep dip, right? You're kind of doing a tricep dip. That's not what we're doing. The point of it is this. It's the core, okay? Inhale, exhale. So at first you're not going to lift or not very far, and it's okay. We come back. We Navasana. Okay, so Navasana, les genoux pliés, les orteils séparés, heart lifting, hands by the first option is right here, down on the ground. Second option, right here. Eventually, you'll be here, okay? But you're always smiling when you do this, okay? Of course, there's that. Even if it's forced, it doesn't matter. There's a smile. It's the first step. It's the first step. And we come back. And let's just Baddha Konasana right here. Butterfly right here. Now we'll open up the hips. Okay, so now you can use your blocks actually. Si les genoux flottent, on peut les utiliser. We can use the blocks right here. We open up the feet like a book. Take a deep breath in. On allonge la colonne. And as you exhale, try to open up the knees a little bit more. We're going to stay here right now. We've got time. We're deconstructing it. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Soften. Don't be in a rush. And we rush through Baddha Konasana, I feel, a lot of times. It's one of those poses that we just want to get into it and we muscle our way into it, right? One more breath. Crossing the legs, we come back. Deuxième fois, on inspire. And we exhale, we give it our all. So you're giving back to the ground, okay? So you're giving back some of that energy. Maybe you'll be able to lift this time or maybe not. We come back and we Navasana. And I'm gonna do modification right here because it works, okay? If you're doing full extension, your feet, you're like pushing those windows, right? Pushing out. Either way, your feet are engaged. Lifting the heart, relax. Just keep shining. Remember, we're our own sunshine right here. Yes. And we Baddha Konasana. So right now, if it's feeling open enough, on expire. And now you can lean forward. Lean with your heart, keeping your head in line with your spine. On peut utiliser les coudes pour appuyer contre les cuisses. And again, the heart is shining forward. Alors, les épaules sont détendues when you're doing this. Okay? And breathe. Taking in that sunshine. Taking in that gratitude. The more we open up our heart, the more we find things to be grateful for, it seems. On expire, lift the head. Can we do it one more set? Yes, we can, right? Because good things come in threes. That was just two. It just doesn't feel right. Faut le faire trois fois. On expire. And we exhale. It doesn't matter where you're at today, okay? Eventually you'll be able to do this, right? Eventually you'll get there, eventually, okay? You hold it for a fraction of a second and you come back, it's all good. And we come back to Navasana, right here. So this, right, especially if you're doing it here, you're getting acquainted with your psoas once again, right? Now this time we opened them in before in our lunge, and now we're working them, okay? You're making them stronger here. Yes, and Baddha Konasana. So I'll give you two options for this one. You can round out your back. You can go in a tortoise if you'd like instead. Bring your hands here and round out your back. In the tortoise, on fait attention, on veut laisser les genoux tomber. So careful not to hold them up. For the longest time, that's what I was doing. I was kind of resisting this for some reason until I noticed, I became aware of it. So just breathe. Relax the shoulders. On inspire, let's lift the head and let's come out of our shell right here. On allonge les jambes. Hands on either side. So we want to activate the legs. So imagine that you're pushing into the wall evenly. We have a lot of us have a tendency of letting go of this when we're folding forward, and this is what happens. On va essayer d'engager comme quand on est debout. Okay? So let's lengthen the spine, and then as you exhale, going in the direction of our toes. We stop where we need to. We bend the knees if that's what we need to. On allonge le dos, and we exhale. Again, shoulders are relaxed. Your heart is reaching forward, mais on détend le cou, on détend ici la tête, le front vers les genoux. And we breathe. Again, let's come back to feeling the breath expanding the body. Est-ce qu'on est capable de remarquer les petits mouvements dans le corps? The very subtle movements in the body in this pose. Every breath brings you deeper. Inhale, lift the head, and exhale, let's release. Bending that right knee, bringing the foot just on the inside of the thigh. On recule la hanche gauche. Lengthen right here and slide your hands along the ground on either side, and then just come and hold onto your leg. On veut que les deux mains soient au même endroit, okay? Because we want our shoulders to be even. We don't want to be opening up to the side unless you're pregnant and you've got something in the way, all right? Otherwise, we're here, we're going towards, reaching the heart towards the foot, et on s'assouplit ici. Breathing in and out through the nose. Let's lift the head and we release. Let's extend that way. L'autre côté. Et le genou gauche, on recule la hanche droite. Encore une fois, on allonge, and then we exhale right here. And then you're lengthening, reach the heart forward and exhale. Taking your time. Keeping that focus inward. On respire, on relève la tête, and we release. Let us go on our back. So sur le dos, lying down on your back, settling the spine down. Once again, right here. On va amener les jambes vers le ciel ici, keeping your hips down on the ground. So we're just going to hang out here, making a nice L shape. You're pressing the balls of the feet up towards the sky, curling your toes towards you to check your pedicure. Okay, make sure that it's looking good right here. So just breathe. Les bras sont de chaque côté. Already this, right? We're working hard here. Think of extending. You're reaching. Every time you breathe in, what are we extending? The legs, right? We're feeling the backs of the legs opening up. You're reaching, 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 reaching. Stay here for one more breath. Are you starting to shake a little bit? Working the core right here. Et tranquillement, on va amener les genoux à la poitrine. Just give yourself a hug right here, gently rocking from side to side. Let's try that again. Come back to center. Extend those legs right here. We're going to keep it at that for today. So this is legs up the wall, not the restorative kind. Mais ça travaille les abdominaux. And this is the first step, right, to going into our shoulder stand. It's going to help us to build the strength that we need for when we want to go into our shoulder stand and align everything in place, right? Align the shoulders, the hips, and then the heels. One more breath. Et tranquillement, on amène les genoux à la poitrine encore une fois. From here, let's keep the knees bent this time, bringing the feet up and taking hold of the outer edges of the feet for happy baby pose. On pense à allonger toute la colonne au sol. We're closing up any space between our spine and the ground. As we exhale, we think of pulling on our feet to bring the knees down, opening up the groin. And then we can add a little rocking from side to side. On se donne un petit massage. Trying to keep that tailbone down, that's the tricky part. Slowly coming back to center. On amène les genoux ensemble. Give yourself a big hug. How does Shavasana sound? You ready for it? Is that even a question? So just lie down on your back. On allonge les jambes au sol. I'm going to sit up to talk you through it. And you will just hopefully enjoy your Shavasana. A time just for you. Les bras de chaque côté. Here we enter Shavasana, giving ourselves permission to let go. We let go of the breath, let it find its own rhythm. We let go and surrender to relaxation. Permet au corps de s'enfoncer dans le sol. Allowing gratitude to shine from our heart center. vers l'arrière, waking the body up with a big stretch. Amène les genoux à la poitrine. Give yourself another hug here. And roll over onto your right side, pausing through your fetal position. Quand vous êtes prêt, bring yourself up to seated. Garde les yeux fermés. Bring the hands together, connecting the thumbs to the heart. Se rappelle son intention. We send our love and gratitude out to that person or that thing. On termine avec un autre Om ensemble. Let's exhale completely. Inhaling for Om. Bring your fingertips to your forehead for kind thoughts, to your lips for kind words, and to your heart for kind deeds. Namaste. Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. Thank you at home. Merci.